Hello everyone, this is Brian, and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. You Only Live Once Hardcore Edition, the game where we never heal. Never, ever heal. Today, in our Stealth Boy, we are returning at last to the Brotherhood Bunker, and we are finally gonna check off such an important box. We are going to get our very own suit of power armor, and that means that according to the rules established for this run, that we can finally fast travel just in time for it not to get too tedious. So I hope you've enjoyed the not fast traveling aspect of this, and maybe you'll try some of that yourself in a run. Let's talk to good old
now then,
Junior here.
I'm afraid I had the Knights refurbish a suit of our power. Now
He's going to show us how to do it, and we're going to have to somehow reload the scene in order to have learned how to do it.
There. I think
we got the knack of it. Okay, so here's the deal. We have a power armor, and that means it's time to go to the special store.
Have you heard the news?
Okay, he's lifted the lockdown. Lifted it off of us. She does not yet carry the enhanced suit of power armor. I think I'm going to have to wait till her inventory refreshes. But we're going to go ahead and sell her a bunch of stuff. Buy stuff as appropriate. Alright, and so then we need to do a couple of other things. Let me show you this. So he just gave us a really cruddy suit of T-45D armor, but there turns out to be a pretty nearly brand new set sitting right here. You just have to, steal it from your new friends. And if you then take your bad set and repair it using the stolen good set, then it forgets there was ever a stolen set, and what you've got is a completely not stolen but completely repaired set. So how about that for spare parts? So here's a convenient bed. And we are gonna do the sleep until Sunday thing, because, Sunday and Wednesday are the days that inventories are fresh. Fix back up our carrying capacity, visit Mr. Potty to drink off any sleep-induced dehydration. And let's just try that again with the special lady and some party time in
Hi there. Looking to spend.
So now we can buy the T-51. It's called T-51, isn't it? I hope it is.
Pleasure doing business with you. Hi there. Looking to.
Okay, apparently I bought the wrong kind of submachine gun there that cannot be modded, so we'll come back later. So meanwhile, T-51B, power armor, and power helmet. Let us put them on. There they are. They weigh a lot. They do increase our strength by 1, and there it is, folks. We are fast travel certified. So let us just go out of this vault. Here we are. Actually, I was almost gonna be in sneak, but I've remembered that it actually uses more of your time, and therefore your dehydration and stuff if you travel in sneak mode. It's as if you traveled the whole way sneaking. So we'll travel standing up, because we are going to Prim to see some old friends and do a couple of things and get a photograph for Michelangelo of the Bison Steve sign. Oh, I always forget, it's actually not this sign here, even though it looks like it should be. It's the stupid sign in the back of the hotel, which is not lit up. I wonder if that was the intent, or that was just some sort of miscommunication between an artist and a level designer. So in we go to see Edie. Edie's back. Completely completed a companion quest. So, oh right, she could repair my weapon. So let's just get the right weapon here, which is probably going to be the sniper rifle, just based on things. For some reason, the sniper rifle loses repair status faster than pretty much anything else, including the anti-material rifle, which you would think would be the thing. But that's how it is. So let's just have her repair it. And oh look, that's very nice. Thank you. Now, it is time for Edie to go back to the Lucky 38. Just make sure she doesn't have any of our important equipment. And of course, having to activate the interface for each individual action because someone thought that would be a great idea. End companion protocol. Return to base. Alright, and just to kind of, because it's sort of a loose end that we finally cleared up, look, they're actually running a casino in here finally. And we could, in theory, place a blackjack, except we don't have any chips. So we can go purchase chips just for fun. Why not? Play a hand of blackjack. I think my luck is 7 or 8, so
welcome to Vicky
shouldn't be a
Vance.
problem with luck. Now, in theory, you can go totally exploit these casinos with your luck being high enough.
Here's your chip.
Even if you're not super extra very good at blackjack. If you just go play a lot, you'll eventually get banned once you've made, I think it's like 10,000 in earnings. And you can do that at each casino, do them on the strip, you can do them here. I'm not going to really bother. That's, you know, kind of soul-crushingly long to do. So we're just gonna say we probably got enough money, and off we go to Novak. Look, we can just instantly travel. It's as if you could instantly travel. Well, not instantly, because you do have to load. But, so, we are now, well, first we're getting a photograph of the dinosaur. But then, because we have fast travel, we're going to be able to do a few quests that I've been kind of holding off on. And in particular, I want to finish up some of the companion quests. Photograph of dinosaur, check. And the one that I am the most concerned about not being able to finish, that I might have left it too late in the day to get it started, is Boone's. Because in order to get Boone to even give you his quest, you have to get his trust, and that's the part I'm worried about. I need to get his trust, do some of the things. And the problem is I accidentally kind of did some of the things in advance before I got Boone, or I didn't have him with me as my companion at the time. So I'm a little bit worried I might not be able to get enough points. So I can get a point just by kind of talking to him about Bitter Springs enough. And I had to talk to Manny Vargas there to get that to do. I'm not sure it doesn't feel like he gave me a lecture.
Yes.
I haven't done Boone's quest that many times.
My engineering.
So I don't remember the exactness, but basically, so Boone really hates the Legion because of that whole, selling his wife into slavery thing. And so you really need to do good Boone, good Legion-y killing or hurting stuff. So like letting out those powder gangers, I could have done that. Like that the Legion had them. Should have done that with Boone as my companion. That would have given me a point. couple other things like that I think I might have skipped. So we are just gonna go out and try to get the ones we can get, restocking on stealth boys and letting Boone use the U.S. Army combat armor, since I don't need it with this on. That's why I don't have to carry it around. So let's see. Here we got at Camp Forlorn Hope. I need to talk to the sniper guy, but
I didn't expect to see you.
Realize I've got a long-standing date with Dr. Richards here, because Dr. Richards, I'm supposed to help him, and he's got patience. Let's make sure our medicine gets as high as possible. So, got enough for him. Just perform the operation with medicine. Now, if you don't have enough, you can go get the little things from around here, but if your medicine's above 75 like mine, you can just actually treat all these guys. Every single thing
Unless
you
it's
need
urgent, you're going
to treat those guys, except for a super stim pack, is somewhere
I've got a lot to
here
do.
in this very building. So we might as well do Private Stone. Get the Private Stone little, just tell him this place looks like a chop shop, and it turns out that, we could investigate this, but with high enough medicine, we could just get him to confess, and with a high enough, I think it's speech, we can get him to just turn himself in, and off he goes. And which reminds me, here is where the sniper guy... See, they were originally at McCarran, but we got them sent down here. So I'm hoping that having the conversation with him about Bitter Springs will help Boone remember to give me a point. I forgot to remember to give you a point.
It's like
paraphrase the name of his quest. Alright, so I'll just plunge his conversation track here, because he's bitter and he's a root. Alright. Now,
what is it?
have you given me a point? Or a new combat line?
That part.
Well, maybe I've opened it. Maybe I'd opened it already somehow. Or maybe I don't need it, but I don't know if I got the point or not. Because it doesn't give you a running count of points, although it does.
I've got a lot to do. Make it quick.
Let's tell him about Private Stone. It does have Boone come and kind of talk to you a little bit when you get enough points along the way. So hopefully we'll get some info. All right, so we can turn in
back already.
Politely.
What do you need?
He can be told that we finished this, but we're not going to go run over there and retake Nelson. We could actually do most of the retaking Nelson as it is, because you can just let the guys do it. But the guy, I'd have to burn a stealth boy to get the main dude to come out of his hut, and just not sure it's worth a stealth boy. But Nelson is the direction that we're heading.
We're getting close to Nelson. Any close?
Oh, well, we're not going to go through Nelson, because apparently Boone.
If you're sure. There's a lot
he
of
wants
high
to do some damage in there, but I don't want yet to get a giant fight going with Legion guys. Not yet. So we're going to use our newly found ability to fast travel and go around here and get to where we want to the regular way. So here's our special buddy. Oh, and the name's Toilet Drinker. That is just one of my favorite little lines where you get suddenly you remember the silly name you got given. In fact, when I was playing Permadeath runs, when I was first learning how, I made a lot of Permadeath runs that ended quick, and I would my rule was I had to rename my character until I got to here. I mean, if I'd gotten to here and then died, I had to come up with a new character name. That was when a character name was burned. So anyway, we have signed up to help him clear the town. We've left Boone behind because I don't want Boone actually getting in a fight. I want to go in here real quiet like. Because what we're going to do to get the most points for Boone... So we could go in there and just... I mean, I could literally stand almost here and shoot all the NCR hostages, and I can get a point. But I really need to get the 2 points. I think I need 2 trust points from Boone, and so I'm going to have to get up there and actually release the NCR prisoners, which requires me to successfully get up on that platform. And I may need a stealth boy for this. We'll see. Now, a silenced weapon, I could probably take these guys out. As long as they didn't see me, then they wouldn't be mad. Now, ultimately, in doing Boone's quest, the Legion's going to get pretty darn mad at me, and they're going to hate me. But that is why I have left the... thing where the Legion and the NCR will forgive me all my sins one time until now. And I know that happens right after I deal with Benny in Las Vegas. And that's why we haven't done that yet. And that's why we can't really proceed any further on our main quest until we get this little detail done. It's also going to feel good if we can actually complete Boone's quest. If we can't, you think I can shoot him through the house? Or do you think it's going to hit the house? I feel like it's going to hit the house. Alright, the weird thing about the material rifle, even the moddable version, is it's theoretically silenced, sort of. Ooh. No, do not detect me. Oh, detection. Took a point of damage. Took a point of damage right there. And we're going stealth boy. So that's going to make life in some ways a little easier. Guess we got hit by one of his little... Maybe he has a shotgun and just barely got me. Just got nicked. 1 point of irritating damage. So that's the point I was coming to, is that I can use explosive ammo and yet it's a quote-unquote silenced weapon. And I realize that mostly I guess it's your weapon itself. It just is a little weird to me that giant explosive rounds somehow you can count as they're silenced. And the gun makes a really loud sound when I fire it. I guess that's the real part. There's him. We're just gonna obliterate him from the earth. And I think... that we are here. We are ready to untie the NCR troopers and rescue them. If I'd known how to burn a stealth boy, I would have done the stupid taking over Nelson quest. Alright, so we go back here and go find Boone.
Hey.
I've got your back.
Alright, Boone.
Mercy killing is expected of NCR snipers. We get called on to end it. Maybe it's not the Legion that got them killed.
Oh, we got something. Okay, that was good. That feels like we're getting to start on the getting of his quest. But I think I need to actually turn in the quest to the dude. Which I realize he's still standing here covering me. So let's tell him that we're done.
Hey, me and Carmine. That's my repeater here. We'll do our best to cover you from this ridge.
Yeah, I'm
Good
done.
luck.
You don't have to cover me from the ridge.
Howdy. What's the...
Got him out.
I have to admit, I'm not authorized to pay for contract work, but here's something for the...
Alright. Now, I wonder if that helps us with Boone. It certainly helps us with...
What is it?
Helps us with completing a quest. Yeah, I guess, we must have gotten the points when we got back to him. Must have gotten the points for those guys. Okay. So we have... So I think you get 2 trust points if you rescue the guys, 1 point if you just kill them as originally planned. Alright. So the next place we need to go... We're going to go to the sniper's nest, because we're going to need to go down to Cottonwood Cove, but I think that the sniper's nest is actually a very appropriate place for Boone to wait. Plus, it's the easiest way to fast travel into Cottonwood Cove without having Boone suddenly start shooting everybody. Okay, so Cottonwood Cove. I need to go in here. And you'll recall I got a quest from First Sergeant What's-His-Name, and I need to get the plans and patrol notes. So that comes from this guy's office. So we've got intel. And I think I need some other kind of attack plans or something. Intel on Legion raids. So we got the troop movement, we need the intel on the raids, and we got to plant the bug. Alright, so it's kind of a journey all through Cottonwood Cove doing little things. Now I could talk to the Legion guy out there with the big funny hat. He would give me like the fake intel, and that would help me get good with the Legion. But I don't think I can do that and still keep the Boone train rolling. I don't think I could do the quest that way. I'm a little worried, at least, that I wouldn't keep the Boone train rolling. Now, 2 submachine guns I am going to use to actually repair this awesome weapon. Okay, so that was fun. Now, before this guy has any terrible accidents...
Name your concern.
We're gonna... No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna turn in some dog tags. I figure we might as well...
A good bit of hunting.
Given the dog tags we got, so we'll get at least a little level of Caesar's Legion's help. Alright, we got to accepted, not actually very much. I think it takes like 110 or something to get all the way to the super top level, where then they'll never send patrols, you know, assassins against you no matter what you do. But I just can't do that, and it's too... I feel like it's actually too risky to go after NCR guys, because I'm worried they'll wake up and shoot me, and having the NCR mad at me, that's bad. They'll forgive me too, but I can't remember if I think I've gotten the quest to go talk to the guy, and I'm not sure if that's when it is or if when you actually do the quest or whatever. So I'm just a little bit worried on that point. I don't want to get the NCR mad at me if I can avoid it. Somewhere in here. There it is. Legion raid plans. Now we're good. So we have got our plans. Okay. You know what that means? That means we need to actually... So I need to talk to First Sergeant What's-His-Name, and I need to... The problem is I don't want to materialize at Camp Searchlight with all the bad guys. So that's the safest but nearest thing. Coyote Mine, where nobody spawns. Let's go there. So I'm following my quest arrow to First Sergeant Astor, which is convenient to finally have a... Whoa, 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 whoa. I heard a activation sound there. I think we got a ghoul on us. Got a ghoul on our 6. We're going machine gun. Oh, whomped. That guy. Oh, almost missed twice. He got us. He got us upside the head. 11 points of damage upside the head. Alright, well, that's what it's gonna have to be.
We won't go quietly.
But here's First Sergeant Astor.
What can I...
And we have an update on Cottonwood Cove.
Well, this is more than I could have hoped for.
So he's all good.
Here's some caps for you. Well, unless you want...
And he wants to go clean out the camp, which turns out that if
according to
we
the notes you gave me,
murder
all of a sudden
every
raiding
single
parties
Caesar
come from that
Legion
camp.
person
Caesar regularly
in that
sends fresh
camp,
squads to
then
relieve
we
patrols.
will
Killing their...
then we will get the points with... We'll complete this quest, but more importantly, we will get the points with Boone. So, we're leveling up to level 23. We're going to take repair up a little bit. Take speech up to where one last magazine or book, skill book, would finish us up. And I'm just going to keep on with energy weapons, because sooner or later we're going to be doing some of that DLC where I want to have energy weapons.
Hello.
Throw the rest into science, and we are off with another 5 hit points added onto our max. Okay, so to get back to Cottonwood Cove. There's Boone hanging out.
If there's one thing I won't tolerate, it's working with some dog.
Oh, right. So I got a point with the Legion, and so I have to be very, very careful after now. You only get one shot with Boone on that. If you go up another level with the Legion after that conversation, then he will leave your party for good. Okay, so I went over to the Prospector camp, because what I want to do is get up to this little camp on top of Cottonwood Cove, like whatever this thing is called. Cottonwood Overlook, because at the Overlook is this truck, and in the back of the truck are radioactive barrels. And using said radioactive barrels, I can kill out the entire town without doing anything really up close and personal and violent, so I don't have to risk getting shot at by legionaries, and I'll probably actually incur a lot less, for the moment, bad will by the Legion. I'm trying to get away from the radiation, but maybe that's... Alright, we have killed all the legionaries. Killed them. Killed them dead. And apparently that's like especially fitting according to Sergeant, because that's... I think the Legion had something to do with what happened to Searchlight that's all irradiated. Alright, so Boone, you're standing over here.
What is it?
Does he have anything to say about that? Yes, he has things to say. Let's see. She's all... She had a sad story. Let's hear all about it. And then let's get going. Alright. And you can come with me now.
I've got you.
So now we gotta go turn in the quest to First Sergeant Astor. And just because this stuff worked out so well last time, we'll go to the Coyote Mines again. Alright. That guy was another one.
All mine.
Man, these guys had a serious respawn. Hey, Boone can help us this time. We're working on his quest, right? Don't kill Boone. He's going up close and personal with a sniper. Glowing Trooper Ghoul. Bats him off. Oh, he's irradiating us.
You're mine.
And there's another one. for the leg. Keep chasing me. Don't want to be near him when he dies, because that's when the radiation starts. Go. Now are we done with ghouls? Now are we done? Seems to be done. So, one last visit, and he should be pretty happy here in the whole eye for an eye department.
What can
I have an update on Cottonwood Cove. Alright, a fitting end to that quest. Eye for an eye complete. And we are idolized. We are top rank with the NCR. They just love us. Alright, so does he have anything more to say? He does not. So I need another point with him. I'm running out of options. So I think the only way we're going to complete his thing now is to do the sort of last gasp for a point is to actually kill some of these NCR guys that were the hostage guys. And I need to do it. I'm not sure I want him to see me, but I especially don't want them to see me. So let's get up here. Because if this doesn't work, then we're not going to be able to do it. Because see, you can... Remember I said you get a point if you just kill them on their things? Well, I think we can still get that point by just killing them now. I don't want to shoot Ranger Rick over there, Ranger Milo. So I want to get good and far away. And I want to get good silenced weapon out. And find a guy that does not have a hat. There's Ranger Milo. We don't want him. Not even a little bit of him. I feel like if I kind of get out of that range here, then they're less likely to detect me. Come running toward me. So. Yep, armor-piercing rounds. Alright, I got him. That's good. Did that help?
I'll sit tight. What is it?
That didn't help. But they didn't detect me at all, so that's good. So, another sniper shot. Sorry, dude. Oh, did I totally miss him? I think I totally missed him. And another one bites the dust. Were you the prisoners?
God damn it. We could have gotten them
Oh,
out.
I think that's what he said. He said we could have got him out. So, let's see.
What is it?
Oh, yes. I think we did it. I think we got
We did what we were there.
I think we did it. I think we got a quest from a companion, our own companion. I think we earned his trust. That's what we did.
I'll sit tight.
So,
I've got your back. What is it?
now we can have the
Life is
rest of the conversation.
That's all. Because... Yeah.
So maybe it would help to go back to Bitter
I don't think
Springs.
so.
I'm sure it would help. Let's do that. All right. Is there more?
Hey.
Oh, there's
I thought
more.
I don't know.
Man, there's a lot of conversation you got to have after you've got enough points. All right, so we're going to stop at Bitter Springs. Oh, and we even got a map marker. That means we've got a quest, and we forgot to remember to forget to remember to forget to remember to forget. And that is good. Okay, so what we need to do for the quest now is go all the way up to Bitter Springs. Bitter Springs is a long way away. So first we're going to do a little bit of record keeping here in whatever
Hey
we
there,
call it,
need anything?
Novak. see her wares. Sell any junk we got, which turns out not to be very much.
Hey there, need anything?
If he's got anything. And get a little bit of sleep. All well rested and stuff. And we can go down here and get our drink at our favorite drinking spot. Place to eat, drink, and be merry. Okay, so now it is time to get up. We're going to have to start at Boulder City because we haven't discovered the waypoints in this direction. But it's a pretty easy go of it. And we've got a few things we can do on the way. That's why one of the reasons I'm choosing to come at it this way. Now, there seem to be some coyotes or something.
You're mine.
Are not super dangerous guys at this point, but it would not do to... Oh, they're just vicious dogs, even. Alright. So we got that done. Now, up this way, we'll find a couple of things. One, we'll find a ranger camp, and I think this is Ranger Camp Alpha. Yeah, so we can give them the codes.
This post isn't some...
For the good old giving the codes quest. And this is one, because we're going to have to come back to some of these places, so it's going to be good I can fast travel. Now, down there at those docks are some more of our friends' lake lurks, which, as long as we do them from far away, are a great source of experience points, and then that will be a great... That lake is a great way to get across over toward the Bitter Springs area without going through some other stuff that I don't want to go through. So we have got a nice rebreather, plus down in the middle of the lake is where the boomers want us to levitate the airplane, the old bomber, back up. And so we're going to get that done. Get the boomers all on our side. Alright, so that finishes up Lake Lurks. Remember, you don't want to get up close to Lake Lurks because they will just zap you right through your armor. Their sonic attack, or whatever it is, seems to basically ignore armor, or at least ignores enough armor. I'm going to set my marker here. Get our rebreather on. Apparently we can't wear a helmet in this patched version of the game with our rebreather. So, we are just going to go this way and just watching out for red dots, because there are some places where out in the middle of the lake standing on a thing are lake lurks. Funny thing is, there usually aren't lake lurks down in the water where you'd truly be helpless. It's just kind of a funny little design thing. Oh, and I got another little dot here. So let's go over to that. These little... Here's a little ship. That's cool. Cool, but there's one of these old compass marks for the Lake Mead Cave, which is a whole cave you can go in here. It doesn't have much in it. But you can swim back in here, and there's some decent loot in a little pile. So let's do that. Plus, it's just kind of cool to be able to swim, have a funny rebreather on that lets you swim for as long as you want. So you kind of go down this tunnel, which obviously, without a rebreather, it probably is possible, as long as there's some air pockets on top. But boy, I would not want to be trying to do this, getting all disoriented. So somewhere here on the bottom, just looking for the thing. Swimming peacefully. Looking for junk on the bottom. Here's some junk on the bottom. So we got some ammo. Got a decent amount of pre-war money. These things are worth a fair amount. They're like nominally worth 20 apiece. A lad's life. And what else? Is that it? Alright, well anyway, you can go down here, you can get some loot, and it's cool, and it's underwater, and there is pretty much no danger whatsoever of being here as long as you don't take your rebreather off. You do have to find which of these holes is the actual hole. But again, as long as you're not doing it in a giant panic because you're running out of oxygen, then you're okay. Not that hole, that's just a light source. La la la. I need to go through a tunnel first. There's a tunnel. God, I came down through a tunnel. And exit to Mojave Wasteland. So, oh, that was like Boone's feet. I forgot Boone was even with us. I hope he remembered to bring a rebreather. Or maybe they teach him special sniper lessons. So here is the Crash B-29, and it is here that we can finally complete the main Boomer quest. We'll just attach the ballast. And this can definitely be done without the rebreather, because I have done it. It's just really extra not fun that way. You have to really get right down and perfectly do it and make sure you don't die. And I would almost certainly at least take damage. So, yeah. We're not doing that. Doing rebreather. That's why we did that. That's why we went and befriended them boomers and stuff. Did his little side quest. Alright, so we got to go up here on this dock. I'm going to stay sneaking because that building over there has nasty bugses in it. And now I get out Loyal's detonator. And oh yeah, you have to get to the special exact point. Then it sounds like a mine's going off, which just, oh my gosh, whoever decided to use that as the same thing. But then you hit the detonator. And everything's happy. And now all we'll have to do is eventually go back and see Loyal way up in Boomerland, and we'll be good. Now, getting back to this Colville Bay, and that hangar building over on the right, not the one ahead, but that one, has cazadores in it. They may be, you know, junior cazadores, but they're stingy and stuff. And so we are just going to get up here far away, but with a clear line of sight, and we're going to use explosive ammo on them. Boom! And hopefully that killed several of them in one nice go. And there's another one. Just explode all over him. Good. Looks like we got his wings, and that might be everybody. That's good. I realize that Boone somehow did not make it back out of the water. And we do not leave. We never leave anyone behind. We never leave anyone behind. So we're going to have to go find what happened to stupid Boone. Where are you? It's like he's caught on a thing. Well, I guess we took a drink. That's special. Yeah, he's down there. Alright, so yeah, okay. The cure for stuck companions, one of the best ones, is fast travel, and we're allowed fast travel. So now we're here at this. At the top is the recreation area. I think we did that in. All right, so now we're getting very close to our goal. Alright, up on the ridge, we're gonna find the special spot where Boone wants to spend the night to do his quest. And so here is where we are gonna stop. We took another 15 points of damage. But, you know, we're tracking pretty well. We're up still, you know, we're above half, and we're making a good show of it. So, next time we are going to finish off Boone's companion quest and hopefully not get finished off ourselves. So we will see you next time in Bitter Springs, when you only live once.